Let's talk about 7 micro habits that are going to amplify your feminine energy and make you a magnet to your desires. That's right. The more you are in tune and in touch with your feminine energy, the more you're going to attract the things that you desire, whether it's love, if it's more money, if it's soulmate clients, it doesn't matter. You accessing your feminine energy through these little micro, tiny little micro habits that are so easy to do, but have such profound effect in your life. So let's get started. Number one, pause before you respond. 3-second pause. That's all it takes for you to be in your feminine energy. If you're somebody that you keep on interrupting people, you feel uncomfortable with that little bit of a silence in between conversations, you are more in your masculine energy. You want to overpower the other person, and that is not magnetic, and it's your energy that is going forward. But if you let yourself to be in that 3-second pause, you create mystery right away. The other person gets pulled towards you. They want to know, what do you have to say? That little shift in your energy is going to have such an effect on the other person and on yourself. And by the way, when you pull your energy back, the response that you're going to give is going to be so much more grounded, so much more in a frequency that makes the other person feel that energy and be intrigued in what you have to say. And also, you're not rushing, you're not just reacting, but you're responding, and you are becoming more and more emotional intelligent. So you hit so many birds with that one stone. So I want you to practice 3 seconds before you respond. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. That's all it takes, and it will change your communication and it will change your energy. Number two, throughout your days, make it a point that you savor your senses. So if you're drinking your coffee in the morning or tea, let yourself feel every sense that you can possibly. So holding your mug, if it's that warmth, if it is the aroma of that coffee, if it is the taste of that coffee, just looking at your mug and that beautiful cup, let yourself, all of your senses to be savored. The more you are in your body, the more you're in your feminine energy. That's the truth of it. The more you're up in your head, that's where all the masculine energy, thinking, doing, strategizing is coming from. So when you make it a point for you to engage all of your senses. You could also be when you're doing your makeup and you're putting on your lotion and potion, all of that. It's an opportunity for you. You're doing them anyways, but for you to drop into your body, savor your senses, and engage. If you start doing that in a coffee shops, when you are walking and you see something beautiful and you just pause and look at it and really feel yourself, feel your senses and your body, then you become this magnetic, alluring being, this goddess in the wild. So let yourself actually savor your senses by yourself and in front of the other people. If you're on a date and if you're eating your food, let yourself actually enjoy the food, every bite. It's going to make such a difference in the way that your energy is being felt by other people. And I can't tell you how it will change you and the experience of other people that they have of you. Before we move to micro habit number 3, if it's the first time that you're finding my channel, I just wanted to welcome you here. My name is Shahrzad Parandeh. I'm a triple certified dating, relationship, and life coach, and I'm so excited to have you on this page. If you're liking this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Number 3, practice daily. Number 3, practice daily receiving. This is going to be difficult for my go-getters. I know it. It was difficult for me too. I know we can figure anything and everything out by ourselves. We don't need anyone to help us. I know that. But when we stop wearing this as a badge of honor, that I can do everything and I will do everything, they're two different frequencies. Of course, you can do everything and anything by yourself, but why is it important that we have to do it all the time? Why is it that making things harder for ourselves is a badge of honor? It doesn't have to be. So let's, for example, say that I'm in a grocery store and I'm looking for a particular item. Can I go up and down the aisles and finally find it? Of course. But why the heck not just ask for help? Why wouldn't I allow myself to receive help and support when it's readily available? Wouldn't it save me more time? Wouldn't it save me some energy? Why do I want to spend my precious energy on something just because I can? We don't have to do it. When we allow ourselves to actually receive that support and be open to it, it changes our energy from the go getter to a receiver. And we all know feminine energy is about receiving. So if you make it a point to allow yourself to receive in however shape or form that you can on a daily basis, it's going to change your energy. When you start to ask for help, when you are open to it, when you enjoy receiving it, it changes the energy and it allows somebody else to give. And we all know it's a gift to give to other people. I have never been in a situation when I was open to receiving and I asked for it, the other person didn't do it with pleasure. Now, if I'm in shame about it, if I feel like I'm an inconvenience, that energy will impact the other person and they will also treat me like I'm a burden. But if I go with a smile and ask for help and say, excuse me, do you know where I can find dot dot dot? The other person jumps into wanting to help me. So letting ourselves receive, even though we don't need it, but we allow ourselves to receive, is a gift that we give ourselves and the other person. So start practice daily receiving and see what that would look like for you. Number 4, move in flow, not force. I cannot emphasize enough on this one. You're walking around in your house, outside, at work, just going for a walk. Pay attention into how you're moving. Are you stomping your feet? Are you in a rush? Are you not present? Or you are taking one step at a time and you're doing it with a little bit of the flow of the feminine, swinging your hips from one side to the other side. Now, it doesn't have to be like, dramatic, but that little bit of a swing in your step that creates that flow and it's not a force. I cannot tell you how attractive that is, how magnetic that is, and how it activates your feminine energy. When you start to move in flow in your day-to-day life, when you are going for walks, when you're out and about, you will start to notice that people start to notice you. You start to see, and that's not about getting attention. It's just seeing that how when a woman is in her feminine flow, she is magnetic. People feel drawn to it. You're not doing anything. You're just walking. You're just moving. But you're not forcing every step. You're not rushing and moving through your office with like you have just your head to where you want to go and you're moving fast and you don't care who is in front of you. You're just moving. That's very different than when you are walking with that beautiful strut. So allow yourself to move and flow and move your hips as you're walking. It's going to change your energy. It's going to change the energy of the room and it's going to turn heads. And it just feels good, doesn't it? So try it next time. This has changed my game. I used to do this when I was working in the office and it created this energy inside of me that I felt really good and I started to see how it makes a difference in the workplace. And that's, by the way, where I met my husband and he started to noticing me as well. Now I do this when I'm on my walks with my little dog. When we are walking together, I look at myself, like sometimes when I'm walking and I see my own shadow in front of me, I see that movement and I'm like, ooh, that looks really, really sexy. So let yourself walk with that little bit of a hip movement, slow down a little bit and see how it changes your energy. Number 5, practice dropping into your heart. From up here, like I said before, all where that masculine energy is, into dropping into your heart. And by the way, you can do this in the combination of number 1, when you're pausing to respond to somebody. If you drop into your heart, that energy, that beautiful field that is right there, it changes the essence of your words. It changes the way that you speak. It changes the way that the other person experiences you. It changes your words even. I have this practice with my clients and I tell them to do this. Say thank you from up in your head when you tell someone thank you, and then drop into your heart and say thank you. Thank you. Do you see the difference? Do you feel the difference between a head energy and a heart energy? That's the difference between the masculine and the feminine. This is where you are going to have such a different impression on other people that they don't know what it is. There's something about you that is different and they can't put their fingers on it. So start dropping into your heart. And you're not just doing it for other people, because when you're in your heart, your own experience of you changes. You feel there's a sense of love, sense of peace, sense of groundedness that you start to benefit from it too, not just the other person. So dropping into your heart, I know at first it may be very unnatural, something that you would have to consciously do. So you could even put it in your phone, put a reminder, just every hour or so for 2 seconds, feel yourself dropping into your heart and see the difference that it starts to make in your day-to-days, in your conversations, in the way that people experience you, the way you experience yourself, and the amount of love you start to feel and generate. This energy, this magnetic God sent energy is going to change the course of your life. When you start to radiate love, what do you think you're going to get in return? Love, right? The frequency of love. And there's nothing more feminine and beautiful and graceful for a woman, more than a woman that is in her heart. So my invitation for you is to really start practicing it. Really allow yourself to be in your heart as much as you possibly can, away from your head, especially in your conversations, and see how your life changes. Number 6, soften your face and your shoulders. This little tiny micro softening is going to allow the energy, your feminine energy, to move. We hold so much tension in our jaws and in our shoulders. We wear our shoulders as our earrings. When you let yourself, your shoulders drop, your jaw drop, you're allowing your feminine energy to move. You are allowing the stress to leave your body. You're telling your body that she's safe. And the feminine energy can only actually be released when you feel safe. When you're running from a predator, if there is something that feels dangerous, you don't have time to be open. It's not the appropriate time for you to be energetically open, is it? You are running, you are in fight or flight. You have to protect yourself, and protective energy is the masculine energy. But what's a lot of times we're not in danger. 99% of the times, if not 100% of the times during our day, God forbid, we're not in danger, but we are acting like we are, with the tension of our jaws and in our shoulders. So if we consciously make sure that my shoulders and my jaw are open, I'm telling my body I'm safe. And if I'm safe, then I can have the flow of the feminine energy. I can start experiencing it. So notice yourself throughout your days. Is my jaw open? Is my shoulder soften? And if it is, then I know that I can access my feminine energy. And you can feel it right now, dropping in. You can breathe a little freer, can't you? You can feel your heart a little bit more, can't you? You can feel your lower half of your body more, can't you? So the more you let yourself consciously soften your jaw, your face, your shoulders, the more you're telling your body that I'm safe, and the more you can experience your feminine energy. Super, super subtle, but major impact. Number 7 is the last one. Speaking desires, not in demand. Start paying attention to how you put your request in. Is it demanding, or you're coming from a place of desire? I'd love a latte. I would love if you could give me a hand. I would love it if. So there's a big difference between phrases that are coming from a place of desire than the energy that is demanding. The demanding energy is not very magnetic. You will face defiance. You will face people who will roll their eyes. You will face it that even if the person does it for you, it's not done with pleasure. But if you actually start speaking to everything, to God, universe, people, from a place of desire instead of demanding, you're going to soften your own energy, and you're going to be infectious with the other person. The other person will also, would way more likely want to give you what you are desiring than when you are demanding it. So this little micro habit, see for yourself, even in your own thoughts, when you're journaling, I would love to, wouldn't that be amazing? That energy from demanding that there is something that you want, commanding that you want it, it's very different. So I want you to start practicing these little micro habits. They're very tiny, but they will make a biggest difference in your life. Trust me on this one. Since 2013, my life completely changed when I went from trying to make things happen and use my incredible masculine energy that of course I love, and it made me accomplish so many things. When I started to incorporate my feminine energy, there was just this beautiful balance and this harmony that I never experienced before, and the experience of other people of me completely changed. I hope you enjoyed these 7 tiny micro habits that are going to change the game for you, useful and helpful. Go try them on and tell me how you felt. How did it change your energy? Which one was your favorite? I would love to hear from you in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.